Chelsea Clinton has a deal with NBC News, and we found out that she's actually making $600,000 a year. I don't know about how much money you're making, James. I can tell you, I'm not making $600,000.
Well, I loved when people broke it down by minute of airtime.
Right, it's something like $27,000 a minute on air, which is, what did she come in and do? Chelsea Clinton came in and she did these small little packages. At first, they were part of this making a difference segment.
They weren't good journalism.
They wasn't good journalism, right?
Yeah.
It was these sort of prepackaged, very friendly things, and then towards the end, she was doing these weird segments on Geico ads. I mean, it all just got very weird.
Hi, Gecko. Thanks so much for answering our questions.
Ah, thank you, Chelsea. Look, sorry I couldn't be there in person, but I'm out on the road promoting my new book.
She's not the first child, shall we say, to get a gig with NBC, right? We've also seen Jenna Hager got a gig with the Today Show. Meghan McCain got a gig with MSNBC, and I have to imagine that this rankles real journalists at these networks.
Everyone I talk to, and you're better sourced in the networks, but everyone I talk to at NBC and other networks thinks it's just outrageous and offensive. And I think sort of the feeling, perhaps, and this is just speculation, is that they wanted access to Hillary. Part of all this was that you would have an in into Hillary world.
Then Hillary Clinton comes out on her book tour and gives 2 interviews to ABC.
And the Clintons attack NBC for planning a mini-series on Hillary Clinton, which they end up having to cancel. I mean, Jenna Bush did get them exclusives.
She did. She absolutely.
That's the thing. True. So Jenna Bush did a package on Bush's paintings.
Right.
But that actually was buzzy. It was friendly, and there were softball questions, but they made news.
And that is actually fits perfectly into the Today Show mold, which is this sort of family-friendly show. Problem is that NBC News likes to think of itself as a news broadcast. They do hard news, and Chelsea Clinton just wasn't producing that kind of content for them.
And she never was going to. The Bushes, I think, are kind of having fun, at this point, and the Clintons are not having fun. No. They're running for president, and they're trying to build Clinton Inc.
She actually hasn't been on the air for 4 months, which is sort of a long time. If you think she's probably making about $50,000 a month now, that's a significant amount of time to not be on the air. Of course, they say she does have some packages in the works.